Okay, it's time for me to call out this Tate shill once again. I made a video in the past, but back then I was weak. I thought I had to explain myself. It was a fail, but I came back stronger and better. Now, recently I've been seeing a lot of posts on X or Twitter. All of these accounts that I'm not even following are being pushed to my feed all the time. Basically promoting him, his scam. How many Hustlers University iteration has he had? Does it help people? I don't think so. I haven't seen a single person that is successful because of these courses or memberships or whatever that is. Oh, it's a scam. Right. So, alright, this guy, I'm tired of him. I used to think that he's legit, but turned out that he's not. Now, how did he get to fame? Is that he was pushed by the system. You think people get famous just fair and square? You think the system is fair and square? You're living in a fairy tale fantasy, because that's not how the system works at all. There are people that rule the system, and of course they can promote anybody, they can push anybody to people's feeds and make them famous. Would you believe that? They can make anybody famous, and they made Tate famous for him to shill and serve them. Now, his father used to work for the CIA.
My father actually worked he was a linguist, so he worked for the CIA. So back in the days.
Really?
Yeah.
And let me tell you, CIA are not the good guys, okay? CIA are a part of the system that is corrupt. All the governments, all the sectors, and its organs.
Here's every South American country which has had its government overthrown by the CIA since 1947. Costa Rica in 1948, Guatemala 1954, El Salvador 1979, Nicaragua 1981, Panama 1989, Paraguay 1954, Brazil 1964, Peru 1968, Chile 1973, Uruguay 1973, Argentina 1976, and Venezuela in 2002.
Basically work for the system that is trying to enslave us or eradicate most of us. So this guy is part of a red pill, right? But he perverted red pill, just like many of these pushed red pill idiots. Red pill used to be about improving yourself, understanding the reality, and to be able to flourish in this reality that we all live in. But then the shills came. The shills were pushed on social media to give you all these unhealthy ideas like promiscuity, materialism, be rich, and this is what life is about. The system basically saw something having a positive impact on people's lives, and they brought it to the extreme. And anything brought to the extreme becomes unhealthy. Just like drinking water. Water is healthy, essential, but if you drink too much, you're gonna damage yourself. Now, this guy pushed materialism, which is not healthy for your mindset and not the way to live about your life. It makes you anxious, it makes you stupid. You basically become a consumer, a part of the system, which he says he's fighting. Oh, but he was jailed and banned from the system. No, that was just a theater. It was just a theater for you to believe him more. Do you think they don't play games? They don't make real life theater? It was just a show, man. The system has all these influencers with different personalities, just like in a sitcom, for you to pick your favorite and then follow them and believe them and consume whatever they are feeding you, which is usually something the system tells them to tell you. Money are a construct of this system. Unfortunately, we have to live in it because it has so much power over us. He's basically grooming you into thinking a certain way. Then some people say he motivated them or he changed their lives by telling them to go to the gym. Dude, everybody knows what they should be doing. You're just pedestalizing them and making an excuse for you to have a father figure that is missing in your life. And do you think the system doesn't know that? It basically created the problem in your life and then it gives you the solution. Now, another thing that he promoted was hookup culture, or like promiscuity or whatever. And that is not the way. That is the worst thing. At first For a naive young boy that believes his hero, he thinks, wow, that is what I should be striving for. But once you experience it, you realize that it's just soulless endeavor. That's so sinful. To sleep without attachments, like sleep with a woman without feelings, or like, you know, genuine feelings like love, is not worth it. It is not worth it. Deep down inside, in your soul, you know that's not what you really want. But some people need to experience it to realize it. It's a vague fallacy, and also it ruins the woman's value if you don't intend to commit to her. It ruins her purity. The higher the body count of the woman, the less she's able to attach to one man. She's basically giving up a piece of her soul to each man she sleeps with. That's just how it is. That's why you see these promiscuous women having no integrity, no soul, and not being able to stick to one man because they are just soulless beings now. That's what the system did. It did it on purpose. It pushed you all these things through media, movies, music, social media, that this is fine, this is normal. It was normalized, but it's not the way. It's not healthy. So even the women believed it, and they will pay the price. The next thing that he promoted, I won't get into it because so many people are sensitive about it, but the truth will show up over time. So this guy is like Cypher. If you watch The Matrix, there was this guy named Cypher that basically ratted out his people just because he didn't want to live in the gutter anymore. He wanted the good life, so he betrayed them. In return, he would get a life in the Matrix, like, you know, chill life and stuff. That's basically what Tate is. He has a contract with the devil worshippers that rule the system. He also has a handler that basically keeps an eye on him for him to stay in line and tells him what to do and stuff, has orders and yada yada. He's a snake. So Tate is just a puppet. He got pushed to your feed. He keeps getting pushed till this day, as you saw the accounts that I just shared. And now he seems to be talking about politics and internet trends like a geek, like an actual geek. Who cares about politics or, like, you know, memes or whatever? He's just wasting your time, and he basically has to do that because he's just a shill for the Matrix. He's just keeping you distracted, just like all the other streamers and influencers, keeping you entertained and indoctrinating you with lies for you to believe in, with stupid behavior and immorality. You're paying your attention to all this while the Matrix is basically robbing you of your future and destiny. So that's my message for you. If you made it this far, thanks for listening. And remember, not every rich person is successful, and not every successful person is rich.